This is Seahawks Today. I am your host, Will Ortner, and I'm joined by former Seahawks defensive tackle, Johnathan Hankins. How's it going? How are you enjoying Super Bowl 60, kind of going around doing the media circuit right now? What's been going on?
It's been amazing. We got here Monday. Obviously, the festivities didn't start till Tuesday, but was able to, go back down memory lane. Obviously, I was here with the Raiders before they made the transition to Vegas. But it's nice to, just be back here. The sun is out. The weather is amazing. And I'm kind of kicking myself because, being in the NFL for 12-plus years, 13 years, this is the first time I ever came down and partake for the festivities. So now that I know it, I don't think I will miss another one. But to have the opportunity to see my boys make it this far, get the chance to host up that trophy, it was a no-brainer for me to come out here.
No,
but
100%.
Obviously my wife is here. She's working for the National Football Wives Association. She had a few events and panels out here. So it was a nice vacation, but also, it's game day. Even though I'm not playing or putting my hand in the dirt, it's still game day, game week for me, and I'm just enjoying this process and can't wait till Sunday.
I love that, man. This is my first Super Bowl, too. I think the biggest and, coolest thing that I saw while walking around was honestly just the fan support and fan love, not just for one NFL team, not just for the Seahawks, not just for the Patriots. It was for all 32 teams. Is there something that you saw in your first Super Bowl week experience that really stood out to you?
Kind of how you're saying, just the fan experience, the amount of brands and companies that are here. It's unbelievable. And it makes sense why the National Football League is one of the best organizations or sports entertainment in the world. But just really getting, being able to, see former players or even one step further, reporters for teams that I didn't play with that still continue to come out here and support the Super Bowl. And really just to talk and connect with the reporters. Obviously, I'm in the content creating space myself.
Yes, sir.
Got a podcast, Big Time Talks. And obviously I shoot daily vlogs. But to kind of capture this moment full circle, I'm excited. It's been amazing. And be able to, talk to you guys, Mr. Rans. It's always good to talk good sports with good people.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Well, so you spent some time with the Seahawks team, obviously, this year. Unfortunately, unable to get out on the field because of your injury. What have you noticed with the time that you spent around head coach Mike MacDonald that really stands out to you on why he was able to help lead the Seahawks team to Super Bowl 60?
Man, from his first year, just hearing his approach, how he goes about it. Obviously, on the defensive side, guys is like a wizard. He's probably by far one of the smartest defensive, head coaches and coordinators that I've been a part of. He does a great job of putting guys in the right position to execute. Also with, AD, the defensive coordinator. Obviously, he was in Dallas when I was there and he made the move here. But just the way they coach the guys, allow them to play free. And then most surprisingly, John Snyder, for them to draft the young guys.
Yes.
And to see them come on this year and be, have a huge impact for them to, make it here in the Super Bowl, that kind of just, explains. And as people watch the game, you can kind of see it unfold as the season went on. But just a tremendous coach, a little quirky at times, a little weird, but in a good way. But amazing guy, amazing father, great leader. And They got something real special up there, man. To be able to have those type of guys, the depth that they have. And it's a little sad that Clint Kubiak is going to be leaving because I've been so proud of the offensive line play, seeing them perform at a high level. So I'm just so happy and proud of the organization for those guys to, work as hard as they do and be able to fulfill their dreams. So it ain't done yet. We got a couple more days.
One more. Job ain't done yet.
Job ain't done yet. So.
Yes, sir.
It's so cool. It's amazing.
Yes, sir. Well, you've obviously played with DeMarcus Lawrence for quite some time in Dallas and now obviously in Seattle. What are you seeing from D-Law this year that kind of feels like he drank from the fountain of youth? It's almost like he revitalized his career again in Seattle.
It's crazy. I was telling him before he even was considered signing with Seahawks, once he told me that, I was 100% in of coming back.
Yeah.
But just hearing, he was in Dallas for a long time. He was by far one of the top DNs when it comes to stopping the run, affecting the quarterback, chasing down plays. AD likes to call it control chaos,
Yeah.
and that fully that whole word is pretty much the character and the player that he is. And you bring a guy with that amount of knowledge and understanding of the game with a room that was pretty loaded.
Yes, sir.
Just really, I felt like over the course of the season, everybody had just, took a piece of that, implemented it in their game, and they were playing at such a high level. It was just insane to watch.
Yes, sir. When you look at that D-line right now, Seattle, the lowest pressure team in the National Football League. They just rush 4, and you know what they say. As a former O-lineman, we were always told you want teams to blitz because, well, there's more open receivers. If they're able to get home with 4, that's going to be a problem. What is Seattle doing on that defensive line that's allowing those 4 defensive linemen to get home so often?
Really just working 4 is 1. It's a little saying that people say. Sometimes it's kind of hard to see it on display, but they executed tremendously. Having, obviously DeMarcus Lawrence, Big Cat, Jay Reed, Ryan Murphy, Derek Hall, Mafe, Chinna, just so many guys that can, affect the game in so many ways.
Yes, sir.
It's hard for offensive line to try to figure that out. So to be able to just rush 4 guys and not have to blitz. But also, we got to give credit to the linebackers in the secondary.
Yes,
both all groups playing at a high level. And it makes the game a lot easier. It makes it even more fun. And as you can see, guys getting turnovers. I think D-Law had 2 touchdowns this year. So for a guy that's supposedly to be considered old, he's playing like it's his first year, or he's 21 years old. And I believe I asked him, how long you think you can do this? Obviously, he's getting up there in age, and I felt like after winning a Super Bowl this year, I think he could definitely, give it another 3 or 4 more years. But amazing team, all 3 phases of the team, and I'm just so eager. I'm pumped for the game to start.
Yes, sir. I can't wait myself. I am so excited that you said D-Lock can play for 3 or 4 more years because I think he might be the best free agent signing that the Seahawks have had on that D-line.
Okay.
Probably since Michael Bennett or Cliff Averill. Like, those 2 guys were unbelievable in Seattle. Now, on the flip side, obviously you went against them a lot in practice. When you look at the offense for the Seahawks, you mentioned Clint Kubiak. What has he been doing that's been helping that offense really attack defenses?
Man, the scheme. Obviously, he's from the 49ers tree.
Yep.
That's by far one of the hardest offenses to prepare for, game plan for. You get so many looks that kind of looks the same, but you can get about maybe 6 or 7 different plays out of it. And, with the young offensive line, really got to give them credit because over the last 3 years before I got there, they had a new offensive line, a new coordinator every year. So for them to be able to get a new one, perform at a high level, the offensive line coach has done a fantastic job. Gray Zabel, Sundell. Sundell had a lot of battles with him. And obviously he didn't get a chance to start that much the first year. But, being there for OTAs and getting ready for training camp when I was out there to be able to, go against the offense, the scheme and everything just works well with them. You know what I mean? I don't think they're thinking much. They're just really just attacking and getting off the ball and running off the ball. So that scheme with Clint Kubiak and then Sam Darnold and the receivers, the weapons.
Yes, sir.
It's a great team. It was well put together. And those guys are playing at a high level. It hurts to see them go, but hopefully we can finish this thing out. And whoever, is coming in next can kind of keep the same scheme and implement. So,
yes, sir.
It's awesome.
Yes, sir. No, I cannot wait to see this offense clicking on all cylinders. Now, I got one last question, and this is what they do. I know you're getting into the media game, so I'm going to give you one tip here, okay? You say you got one last question, but really you asked 2. So I'm going to ask you, who do you have winning Super Bowl 60, and who's going to be your MVP? It's one question, but it's a 2-parter.
Okay. So I'm thinking it's going to be a close game.
Okay.
Obviously, Seahawks is going to take it.
Love that.
MVP offense, defense, or just MVP of the game?
You know what? Let's do 3 then. I'll go offense and defense. Give me one MVP from both sides.
So for offense, I'm going to have to go with obviously Sam Darnold.
Yes, sir.
Managing the game, putting guys in the right positions, putting the ball where it needs to be. I'm surprised he didn't win MVP this year. I definitely believe he should have been up for it, or at least should have won it. But defensively, it's tough.
Yes, sir. So many good players.
We're talking about DeMarcus Lawrence. We got Byron Murphy. I feel like that's a guy that should have made All-Pro or Pro Bowl. You know, it was a snub for him. But the back end, you know, so it's hard. It's tough. You know, me being a team player, I would say just on the defensive side, everybody, the whole 11 should get it. Since it's just got to be one player, I'm going to go with DeMarcus Lawrence.
I
think he's going to have a huge impact on this game. Just watching the Patriots, man, I think it's going to come down to who can run the ball.
Yes, sir.
And who can stop the ball. And I feel like DeMarcus Lawrence and those guys on the defensive line, if we can stop the run, it's going to look like obviously getting drafted to the Giants when the Giants played.
Yes, sir.
Played obviously the Patriots.
Yep.
And he gave Tom Brady fits. You know what I mean?
Sir.
I think that might have sacked him over 6 or 7 times that game. And that's how I'm kind of envisioning. That's what I'm feeling. And I think that's how it's going to probably play out. And then for special teams, we already know who's going.
Yeah, come on now. Come on now. There's one guy that it can be. It has to be him.
There's one guy that's going to change this game early.
Yes, sir.
Or make a big play from when we need him. So that's what I got.
Yes, sir. I love it. I love all those picks. I love that you got the Seahawks coming out on top. I love that you got D-Law on the defensive side. For
Is there any way I
MVP.
can ask you a question?
You can ask me a question. Fire off, sir.
Are you surprised that the Seahawks are where they at right now?
I am not surprised that the Seahawks were able to win the division. I thought it was insane, the fact that there were a multitude of experts picking the Seahawks to be worst in the NFC West. There may or may not have been a responsible wager that I may or may not have placed on Seattle to win the division, and I may or may not be reaping financial benefit from that. However, I did not expect this team to be to the Super Bowl yet. I felt like this was a team that could get into the postseason, and most of the time in the NFL, NBA, MLB, you got to go through your lumps, right? How often do you see a team just like, hey, we got into the playoffs and we just ran through everybody to a championship? That isn't something that really happened. So the fact that the Patriots and Seahawks are kind of doing it is what's so shocking to me. Man. So Seattle being here, yes, I'm surprised that they got to the Super Bowl. Am I surprised that they were in a position to be there? No, I would not say that I'm surprised. And I do feel like Seattle is building something special.
Oh, man, they're building something tremendously that's going – I think we can have a run like New England.
I agree.
You know, going back-to-back to the Super Bowls with Mike MacDonald, man. There's nothing I don't think he can accomplish or do.
100%.
And just wish him nothing but the best and success for Sunday's game.
100%. Thank you so much for coming on Seahawks Today, Jonathan. I really appreciated your time. You've been wonderful, awesome. Make sure that if you have an opportunity, go and subscribe to Jonathan's channel. What is it again?
Big Time Hanks daily vlogs.
Yes, sir.
And also Big Time Talks podcast that I have going on.
Yes, sir. They're both fantastic. Go and give him a follow. Go subscribe. He's the man, the myth, the legend. If you haven't subscribed to our channel, hit that sub button.
Please.
Thank you guys so much for viewing today's video. Grab your mob shirts in the comment section and description of today's video, and I can't wait to see y'all next time.
Let's go. Let's get it.